Just exactly what explanation did you give to your banker when you told him you were opening up a bank account for me in Switzerland?
I don't give my bankers explanations. I give them orders.
And you allowed them...
Ooh! I don't give my bankers explanations. I give them orders. We stan a strong, independent queen. Look at Elizabeth. Woo!
Dark shadows.
Hello there, and welcome to my watch of the original supernatural soap opera, Dark Shadows. We are all the way up to episode 228 of Dark Shadows, and we are running straight into this Barnabas storyline full steam. I really thought they might tease us with this and roll it out a little slower, but we're getting pretty deep into it. Maggie had her second visit from Barnabas well, I guess technically we didn't see the second visit, but we knew he was on the way. Is it 3? Does 3 make it permanent? I don't know. We didn't really see with Willie. We haven't worked out exactly how it happens in this universe yet. I admit I'm a lore guy. I need to know what the story is. Hey folks, don't forget, if you're watching these on YouTube, you can get them early, ad-free, more often at articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early and ad-free. Let's get into episode 228 right now.
Now, I'm talking about your standing in the community. People are already beginning to talk.
It does not interest me.
No? But I always thought the good name of your family was of extreme interest to you.
Jason, you asked me to give you a position in family business. I said no, flatly and irrevocably. Now, what has all this got to do with the family name?
Isn't it obvious? Here you have a young gentleman staying with you at Collinwood. A guest who seems to be somewhat permanently installed.
Boy, okay. The presumption of this fool to sit there and be like, you know what people are going to look unkindly on is the fact that I'm still here. Also, young gentleman, sir. Jason Patrick McGinnis. I don't think Patrick's your middle name. I don't know. Okay. I wanted to mention one bit of feedback here. This was way back on episode 174, but this is another newer commenter, somebody I hadn't noticed previously. Collinsport, 4099. I'm guessing Colin, or 14099. There you go. Collinsport. I haven't seen your name in the comments previously. Thanks for watching these videos. They said, this was so much fun. I love seeing first-time watchers' reactions for a fresh perspective. And they said, I'm going to be watching and sharing. So glad you're doing this. Collinsport, glad to have you on board. Hope you are enjoying even this nefarious, terrible so-and-so that is Jason McGuire.
The gentleman is not permanently installed.
No
Indeed.
reason being given for his presence here. Now, I'm merely trying to provide a suitable explanation.
Jason, I don't care what you say. I am not taking you into the business.
But Liz, your family name, your own good name. You know how eager I am to protect it.
In other words, this is another attempt at blackmail.
Yes.
Blackmail is such an ugly word, Liz.
Oh, but it's the right one, Jason. It is, in fact, the correct one.
I asked you not to use it. For the last time.
Man. Genuinely, the fact that they could go back and forth. We left Maggie getting bitten by a vampire in the last episode, or about to be bitten by a vampire in the last episode. Here we are now back to blackmail and bribery from a nefarious do-gooder, or ne'er-do-well, excuse me. Now, the fact that he is blackmailing her over the fact that they buried a body in the basement is a little bit, I suppose, gothic horror instead of your regular soap opera. Although they do those sort of plot lines in regular soap operas too.
I was thinking about something far more interesting. Something more suited to my talents. I was thinking about public relations, something dynamic.
We have no need for public relations. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a busy day.
Not quite yet.
I have work to do.
And I said not quite yet.
I am not taking you into the company.
Yeah, Liz, just put this fellow on his ear. Call Burke. Just tell him. Just tell him. Just tell him the truth on it. Burke wouldn't care. Burke would be like, oh, your husband was mean to you? Good, I'm glad you buried him. Let me deal with this fool.
All right then, Elizabeth. Just exactly what explanation did you give to your banker when you told him you were opening up a bank account for me in Switzerland?
I don't give my bankers explanations. I give them orders.
And you allowed them...
Ooh! I don't give my bankers explanations. I give them orders. We stan a strong, independent queen. Look at Elizabeth. Woo!
There is no reason for you to get involved in the business or offer any kind of explanation, because you won't be here that long.
The length of my stay, dear Liz, depends, as it always has, upon the degree of your cooperation.
But you can't stay here indefinitely.
Well, then, if that's what you want, why do you constantly frustrate the arrangements that might lead to my departure?
Because your arrangement...
You getting a job in the family business is not going to lead to your departure. I mean, like, do you hear yourself, Jason?
No. I can't bear to see you upset like this. It pains me, it truly does. So why don't you just make the necessary arrangements for me to have an office at the cannery, and all will be well.
Why are you making me hit you? Why are you making me hit you? Oh, don't stay in abusive relationships.
All suspicion and tension will be at an end, and life at Collinwood will be once more pleasant and
Mother, Mrs. Johnson wants to know if she should go ahead with the ordering for next week.
Yes, tell her to go ahead.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
A little tired, perhaps. I was just telling her that she works herself far too hard. Those lovely shoulders are made to bear far too heavy a burden. But I intend to do all that I can to lighten the load.
Mother, are you sure you're feeling all right?
Of course. Just tell Mrs. Johnson I'll be with her in a few minutes. There are some things I want to discuss with her.
All right.
Yeah, Carolyn and I made the same face about Jason. This is how I feel about Jason McGuire. You know what? J2299 warned me about this, I think, actually. Yeah, okay, this was on episode 195. Dennis Patrick is an excellent actor whom you will hate before the stories end. Later, I'll share some of his backstage stories. By the way, your guesses about the storyline are good, but far from accurate. I think we have discovered that tends to be the case, J299. I appreciate your comments, as always.
You are tired, Liz. So why don't you just allow me to help you as much as I can?
I don't need your help. I don't want your help.
Well then, for your own good, I'm going to impose it on you. Now, I'll be leaving for town in just a few moments. By the time I arrive at the cannery, I expect you'll have made the necessary calls.
I won't do it,
Just
Jason.
tell them to...
I'm driving across town. By the time I get there, I better have a job waiting on me.
Arrange suitable office space for the new... Well, now, let me see what it'll be. Ah, yes. The new Director of Public Relations.
I won't do it.
And I'd love to stay here chatting with you all morning, Liz. You know I enjoy it, but, well, business calls, you know. Don't want to be late my first day on the job. Remember, Liz, Director of Public Relations. Goodbye, Liz. And thank you, dear, for allowing me to be of some small service.
I hope he gets eaten sooner rather than later. Genuinely. Why are you snacking on Maggie when you could eat that fool? Liz started folding like origami for this fool.
I was dumbfounded, to say the least.
Well, I don't see why.
Well, first, Mr. Whitaker walks into my office and announces that you have appointed a director of public relations, and then it turns out to be Jason McGuire.
Jason is a very capable man.
Oh, nonsense. What do we want with a public relations department anyway?
I've been thinking about it for a long time.
Well, you haven't at all. You've never even mentioned it.
There are a number of things I don't mention.
It was all McGuire's idea, wasn't it?
Is that what he told you?
Of course not. We didn't have to.
I mean, first of all, Elizabeth, you know that he wouldn't have said that. His whole thing, he needs you for legitimacy. Oh, this is how manipulative people work. See, it's like they get on the inside and then they made people doubt their own systems of support. You're a strong woman, Elizabeth.
He's here at my invitation.
And now you're letting him force himself into the business.
He's working for me because I asked him to. I need him.
That's not true.
It is, and I don't want to discuss it anymore.
You're making a mistake, Liz. A terrible mistake.
You know me better than that, Roger. I never make a mistake.
Only fools are certain, Elizabeth.
The contempt behind it all. Contempt? Don't tell me you don't feel it. Everything he does is tinged with it. His smile, his whole manner. Simply the way he spoke to my mother this morning. The mockery that was behind it.
Good afternoon, ladies. Keryn, dear, could you tell me where I might find your mother?
Let me tell you about my favorite walk, Jason. It's a long walk. It's on this short pier.
No, I can't.
Vicky, could you?
But Vicky doesn't know either.
Well, thank you very much for your help.
Mr. McGuire.
Jason, Carolyn, dear. Jason.
Mr. McGuire. I hate to keep asking this question, but I haven't yet received a satisfactory answer.
And what question might that be?
When's the door gonna hit you? Where the good Lord split you? On your way out, Jason.
Am I supposed to believe that my mother asked you to stay on here?
Oh, not only asked me to stay on, but to help her.
Help her?
Yes, with the business.
I don't believe it.
Well, I'd love to stay here and discuss it with you, Carolyn, but the first day on the job, you know, can wear a man down very easily.
You work today? At the cannery?
But I had no other choice. Your mother asked me to. And you really shouldn't be so surprised, Carolyn. After all, your mother and I are very old and close friends. Very, very close. It's almost getting to be like old times before she met your father. We were even closer then, you know.
That's just an outright lie. He's always colored this thing, but I don't think he's implied that they were friends before her father. Has he done that before?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Well, as you like. But you will. In time.
Carolyn, I'll never believe it. Never.
You're right.
Sometimes I wish I knew more about my father, and then when I begin to find out, I decide I don't want to know after all.
Well, it's a subject I think you should discuss only with your mother.
You know that's never possible. I get less information about him than I get about Mr. McGuire.
Carolyn, the fact that your mother has never left Collinwood since your father disappeared shows how disturbed she was by that.
I know. But I can't help wishing I knew something. When he went away, didn't he leave anything behind?
I was away at school at the time, but I gather he left only those things in the basement.
What things?
Well, you know, those things in that room in the basement.
Uh-oh. What room in the basement, Raj? The room that's locked? The room where somebody cries? The room where Jason has already tried to sneak into it? That room?
No, what room? Do you mean the room that's locked?
Yeah.
Yes, that one. Well, didn't you know about it?
I knew about the locked room, sure, but I was always told not to ask questions about it.
Well, now you know why.
You mean my father's things are locked up in there?
Apparently.
What kind of things? Clothes, letters, photographs, what?
Kitten, I don't know.
You've never been in there either.
Well, of course not. Your mother has the only key, and heaven knows where that is.
Okay. But you did try to steal the key and get in there because you were looking for the paintings. Remember, Roger? Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Mother, may I have the key to the locked room in the basement?
What are you talking about?
Uncle Roger said that some things belonging to my father are in there. I'd like to see them. May I have the key?
There's nothing in there.
Liz, you know that's not true. You
There's
told
nothing in there.
If there's nothing in there, then why can't I have the key?
Because I mislaid it. I don't know where it is.
Well, then let's break the lock.
I forbid it.
Mother, there must be something in there. And if they're my father's things, I have every right to ask to see them.
I mean, there are a few of your father's things in that room, we've been led to believe. Carolyn.
Carolyn, I don't want you to mention that room again. Not now, not ever. That goes for all of you. Is that clear?
Well, that's going to be the end of that, obviously.
Clear. Not a word. And I mean it, believe me.
As the father of 4 children, that's not going to cause your problems at all, Elizabeth. Don't worry.
Mrs. Johnson said you wanted to see me.
Yes, Vicky, come in. Sit down. I want to apologize for my outburst of a little while ago. I didn't mean to be so harsh.
It's all right.
No, it's not all right. And that's why I should apologize. That room is of absolutely no importance. I've just been a little edgy lately.
No importance.
None what.
That room is of no importance. The lady doth protest too much, Elizabeth. Victoria's even going to call you out on it.
So ever. And would you help me convince Carolyn of that?
Mrs. Stoddard, may I say something?
Well, of course.
I know it's none of my business, but I can't help feeling that that room has something to do with what's been troubling you lately.
Oh, that's not true. Why should I be troubled about nothing? You don't believe me, do you?
No.
I don't know. If Mr. Stoddard's things are in that room, I can see how it would be very upsetting for you to have to go in there, or to have anyone else go in there, especially Carolyn.
Yes, of course. That's right. Her father's things are in that room. That's why it would be very painful for me and for Carolyn if she were to try to get in there. She mustn't, Vicky. She mustn't.
I understand. I'll do what I can.
Tell her to forget about it. That it doesn't exist. Please, Vicky, please.
I mean, tell her to forget about it is different than it doesn't exist. But genuinely, the subterfuge and the cover-up's worse than the crime, right? Like, also makes me wonder, like, is Paul's body just like laying out on the floor in there? This is a weird cut.
Because maybe there's something even more painful in there.
Vicky, what are you talking about? What could be in there?
I don't know.
You must have some idea. Vicky, what is it?
Nothing. It's just my imagination.
Well, Well, you won't have to imagine much longer because I'm going to find out once and for all.
Oh, no, you mustn't.
I have to.
Carolyn, please don't. Not so much for your mother's sake as for your own.
Vicky, exactly what do you mean?
I don't know. But please, Carolyn, forget about that room. Forget about that key. For your mother's sake, please.
Okay. Not the killer episode that 227 was, obviously. However, solid episode from Jason McGuire. And back to the mystery of the room in the basement, which we have been away from for quite some time. I love the more active Carolyn, too, I should say. Really, really appreciating her growing into her own more fully. Folks, Dark Shadows, the original supernatural soap opera. Your boy keeps watching them. 229 coming up in just a little while. I do want to remind you, if you are watching these on YouTube, you can get them early, ad-free, more often, all at articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month. Get you access to everything we do early and ad-free. Thank you so much to everybody who's already supporting us over there on Patreon. I'll be back soon with episode 229.